So today we're going to be doing something a little different. I'm going to show you how to make your own glitter mist, sprays, color spray, whatever you want to call it. I've found a way that works for me. This is not the only way you can do it. I just found that this gives me the best color and best coverage for the least amount of money. So you're going to need a couple things. You're going to need some paint. I will tell you that this paint, which is Master's Touch acrylic paint, is thicker and the color is 100 times better than the cheap little craft paint that we use all the time. You're going to have to use a lot more of this kind of paint and you won't get as strong of color, and I'll show you what I mean about that. You're also going to need some alcohol. This is just rubbing alcohol, and a spray bottle. These spray bottles we got from $1. I sent my husband there and he picked up a few of these. You can get them in the little 3-pack mini ones. It comes with one spray bottle and then 2 other little bottles, and I don't know what I would do with the other 2 little bottles, so he got me these. And I will tell you from my experience that the glow in the dark does not work. It turns out looking like this, even if you shake it. And I might let it just sit overnight to see if it changes, but it literally is like glue inside there. I don't know if you can see that. Let's see. Can you see that string of glue? Like, that's the paint. So I most likely will be dumping that out and using this bottle for something else. I also will tell you, if you go to $1 or Dollar Tree and get these bottles, my pink ones spray better than my other colors. So take it as you will. Okay, so I'm going to do black. This is permanent black paint. And all you're going to do is take some paint, and it's not an exact science. I just put a glob of paint in there. Like I said, you don't have to use as much of this paint as you do the other. And then some rubbing alcohol. And I like to fill it up almost to the top. Make sure you are in a well-ventilated area also, as the fumes are really, really strong from the alcohol when you spill it. If you spill it. I spilt a ton. The first 2 I did. So figured out a way that if you poke a hole in the bottom and one little one in the top, you can pour from the bottom, but it gives it the airflow that it needs. And then all you do is put the little lid on here. Screw that on. And give it, I like to shake it back and forth, twist it. I'll bring in my little color catcher here and show you. So that's the magenta color I just made. And let's try out this black one here. Oh, if you get these bottles, I just want to tell you that it has a little locking mechanism, which is really cool if you're taking these traveling, but you need to push it like that to open it up so you can spray it. Oh yeah, that's like a light gray. I want mine darker than that, so I'm gonna add more paint. There's a couple reasons why you use alcohol instead of water. The water is too thin, number one. The color just doesn't come out quite right, and also alcohol dries faster than water, so you get a better result quicker. So this is the magenta color. This is magenta that I made, and it is a gorgeous color. I don't know if you can see that. It's like a true magenta, really pretty red. And literally it cost me $1 for the bottle. One bottle of rubbing alcohol at $1, all $1. Does 4 bottles. So 25 cents for that. And then paint, I already had the paint here. But if you went and bought the paint, depending on what kind of paint you buy. So instead of buying Mr. Huey's or something like that, you get a very cool result for very little money. Okay, so this one for the black, I did half the amount of alcohol and the same amount of paint. So the black, I would say do less alcohol and more paint. The other thing I kind of wanted to show you, this is an orange one I made with the cheap dollar paint. Doesn't really mix up as well. Let me just show you the difference in the color. So I use the exact same amount of paint. This is the orange. Let me zoom in. So this is the orange, this is the magenta, and then this is the black. These two were using the more expensive acrylic paint, and this is using the dollar paint. It literally is not worth using dollar paint, to me at least. I want more of a bright color, and granted this is on paper, it's not on cardstock. But I want a more bright color, and I think that you would have to add almost a whole bottle of paint, which is okay, to get an even decent color. That's just something to think about. Okay, so here's some of the colors that I created. So this is magenta, which is like a deeper red color. This is light magenta, which is like a pink. This is yellow deep, which is obviously a yellow. This is ocean green, which is a very pale turquoise, almost, I'm going to say almost well, yeah, it's ocean. It's an ocean blue. This is emerald green. This one is olive green, which the olive turns out more like lime. This one right here is violet. That's the light gray. As you can tell that I used too much water, or not water, alcohol for it, so it's not as deep, but I really like it. And then this is the black. So those are the colors that I've created so far. I'm sure though there will be more added to my collection. I just did this on a watercolor piece of paper so that I can have kind of a swatch of what the colors look like when they're sprayed. So I'm just going to label them underneath each one, just write the name. And then as I add more colors, I will add them to my little swatch book here. Okay, so here's a little piece that I used to splatter some paint on it. I'm going to take this Wish Big set from the Alleyway Stamps. I'm going to use the banner here and the Let's Celebrate. I have a little piece of water color paper here, and I want to use the banner on it to put across the card. But I want to have the paper, I can't talk, the paper yellow. So I'm going to spray that first with the yellow that I made, and then stamp the banner on top so that I can fussy cut it out so that it matches the paper perfectly. Okay, I'm going to take some VersaFine ink and ink up that banner stamp. And then the Let's Celebrate. I'm going to ink that up as well. I'm going to take some foam adhesive and just place it on the back of this piece here. I just have some black pearls here. Place that like that. Okay, so then I just grab my card base. Now you could choose to do a color, like the light blue would be really pretty behind this, or whichever color you choose. I'm just going to do white, and I'm gonna pop this up foam adhesive as well. So I'm just peeling the back off of all the adhesive here. And then I'm going to try to line this up here the best that I can. And place that down. So there is a very simple yet awesome card. I hope you will join me next time to make something that is perfectly imperfect. Bye.